Have you ever met someone whose life revolves around their hobby? Fortunately, I'm not one of those people. I don't even have anything to be passionate about at this point in my life, but that's what university's for, finding what I'm good at and sticking with it. My parents are a different story. My father's an engineer and my mother is an accountant. I'm an only child, so we're probably a lot closer than most other parents and children would be. Over the years, my dad has gone through a long list of different hobbies, and though he's relatively passionate about most of them, there's one that stands out above the rest, and not in a good way. Koi. My dad's hobby had really turned into something of an obsession over the years. I didn't mind it at first, but when he started to cancel our plans on an almost daily basis, I started to feel like I was losing my father bit by bit. What little time we got to spend with my father was now practically non-existent. My family life isn't as great as it used to be.
Sabi dengan ikan dia tu. He works on his pond all day, every day. Whenever he has to do chores, he gets tired. Whenever he has to work on his pond, he can go on all day. Thanks, Ma. I mean, don't you ever get annoyed at it?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Then why don't you ever say something?
There's something you need to know about Baba. I've been married to him for so long. He just wants to work hard for both of us. Before this, he was always obsessed with work, and he wants to be like the man for his family. And when he got obsessed with Koi, I didn't like it at first. But then, after all he has done for us, don't you think he deserves to be happy?
Thanks, Ma.
Guess who's this?
Hi guys, what are you doing?
Yes.
How's Vinny and Dora?
Yes. Happy birthday, Alia.
Oh my gosh! Thank you! Oh, thank you so much! That's so sweet.
I didn't want to get my hopes up. As obsessed as my dad was with his koi, he was still a man with a job that makes him leave the house early only to come back late at night. I honestly wouldn't blame him if he forgot. I've learned to lower my expectations over the years.
Happy birthday, Alia.
Wow.
Okay, I got a present for you. I see, remember it's your 20th birthday today?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hello? Ah, Mr. Liu. What? The 3000 filter for the fish is ready? Okay, alright. Happy birthday, yeah.
What? Wow. Baba, are you busy?
Yeah, I'm actually am. Why?
Well, you said you'd help me with my report, remember?
Do I have to help you right now?
Well, yeah, you did promise me you would.
Well, you can see I'm busy right now.
You've got to be kidding me.
Excuse me?
All you're doing is working on your pond. Can it wait?
Just be patient and go upstairs.
But if it were up to you, you'd work on this all day.
Don't raise your voice at me, young lady.
Baba, please, I'm just asking for your help on one simple task.
Go talk to your mom, okay? If you're being difficult like this, I just don't want this drama. Go!
My relationship with my father only got worse as time went on.
Fine.
And I never realized just how bad it had gotten until it was too late. I should do something. I should help it. But after all that my dad has done, why bother? My family will often choose a weekend for us to visit some of our distant relatives. One weekend was all it took for everything to go wrong. You would think I'd be happy that something like this happened. Nothing really changed. In fact, things were just the way they were before, only worse. He wouldn't show up to dinner, he'd rarely even enter the house. And at one point I caught him in his den when he should have been at work. I know my dad and I had our differences, and we probably argued more than any father and daughter should. But I cared for him a bit more than I realized. I just kept praying that something, anything could happen to help him get back on his feet again. My prayers were answered in the form of letters. My dad had made a lot of friends over the years, and you'd be surprised just how many koi enthusiasts there are in Malaysia alone. They caught wind of what had happened, and before we knew it, they were donating their koi to him. By the time he decided to get back into it again, he had more koi now than he ever did before. It's safe to say that my father managed to live through to a happy ending. As for me,
Hey, Ba. Do you need any help?
I can't say that I've completely come to terms with my dad and his hobby. I don't doubt that we'll probably end up getting into arguments like we always do. But my mother was right. A person should be allowed to enjoy whatever they like doing. After all my dad has done for us, the least I can do is try to make the best of whatever time I have with him. After all, I'm still the only daughter he has.